Gentleman yields back. The chair recognizes the gentleman from Pennsylvania, Mr. Thompson, for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, I'm an avid outdoorsman. In November, December, if I have time, I tend to spend it out in the woods deer hunting. Now, this is a popular passion among many Pennsylvanians as well as Americans across our great country. Nothing beats those early mornings heading out into the woods in hopes you will return successful. But our deer are currently threatened by chronic wasting disease. This is a contagious neurological disease affecting deer, elk, and moose that is always fatal. CWD has been detected in 25 states and was first discovered in Pennsylvania deer nearly 10 years ago. Working across the aisle, my colleagues and I have introduced H.R. 5608, the Chronic Wasting Disease Research and Management Act, which unanimously passed out of the House Agriculture Committee. By working closely with stakeholders, we developed a bill to take us one step closer to better understanding the genetic implications of the disease and develop policies best suited to solve the problem. Specifically, this legislation authorizes $70 million to split evenly between CWD management and research efforts through the USDA cooperative agreements. The research funds are authorized to be spent on testing and detecting CWD in live cervids, non-cervids, and the environment. Additionally, these funds are authorized for the research of genetic resistance to chronic wasting disease, sustainable cervid harvest management practices, and any additional factors of local CWD emergence. The management section authorizes funding for state or tribal wildlife agencies and departments of agriculture based on various funding priorities, including the highest incidence of CWD, areas demonstrating the greatest financial commitments to addressing CWD, and efforts to develop CWD programs and policies. Also, areas of greatest risk of being introduced to CWD and areas responding to new outbreaks. Now, this bill also includes key education provisions in which USDA and state and tribal agencies are authorized to develop materials to inform the public on chronic wasting disease. Last, but certainly not least, H.R. 5608 directs USDA review of the herd certification program within 18 months. Now, Madam Speaker, we need all hands on deck to help combat this disease and maintain a healthy deer population and protect our beloved elk range, certainly our elk range in Pennsylvania, which is near and dear to me. It is imperative we better understand the transmission of, resistance to, and diagnosis of CWD. Now, I'm really pleased in December this House passed H.R. 5608 with a strong bipartisan support, marking an important step in that direction. Today, we wait on the Senate to take up this time-sensitive bill. It is my belief our colleagues in the Senate recognize the urgency and the potential negative economic impacts of CWD if it continues to spread at this rate and work towards its passage. Thank you, Madam Speaker, and I yield back the balance of my time.
Gentleman yields back. The chair recognizes the gentleman from Massachusetts.